Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor, and I'll be the host for today's live stream. So first of all, I will say that hope you guys have been well over the past few weeks. I haven't been very active here on YouTube. I've been going through a big move here in real life, so I just put together a little makeshift studio. Still a lot of work to do in here, but nonetheless, it is Sunday, so we have to do this live stream. You guys know the deal. So let's hop right into the charts and go into our crypto market overview as we always do. We got Jonathan saying, hey, buddy, happy Father's Day to all the dads and single moms out there. Indeed, happy Father's Day, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying this Sunday so far with your family. Shout out to Ladradoodle saying happy Father's Day, Empire. My man, hope you're doing well. We got Silvadala, we got Dre, we got everybody in here. Good to see everybody. Austin, Craig as well. We will get to more of these comments later on, but first we need to go over the market overall. And look, it's slow. I've been saying there's a strong possibility of a bullish summer, and we will see. We will see. Because remember, the financial sector overall typically slows down during the summertime. Everybody goes on vacation. And then towards the end of the fall, or start of the fall, I should say, into the end of the year is when things tend to pick back up in the traditional markets. Right, so there is the possibility of that happening. So just be aware of that. Maybe everybody's going to go on vacation this summer, and we won't see much action. Be prepared for either scenario, and understand that we can have a slow summer. Now, in regards to the market, like I said, it's slow. Nothing is moving. Bitcoin, Ethereum in the same price ranges. Altcoins still getting smashed. A lot of altcoins still losing market share to Bitcoin. A lot of alt BTC charts continuing to go down. And yeah, it's still an altcoin massacre for these utility coins. And in regards to that, we have Galaxy Digital and Mike Novogratz. They're actually starting to talk about meme coins now. And, in regards to the utility coins taking a big hit. So I wanted to share this with you guys right away. So essentially, Mike Novogratz does not believe that meme coins are a passing trend. Now, this is like a bull market headline, right? You have to understand, if you look at my tweet I put out the other day talking about memes, right? Meme coins are the NFTs of this cycle. There's just derivatives and derivatives and derivatives. NFTs was the same exact thing. A big project came out, derivatives just came out, and it was hot for a while. For many months, there was a crazy NFT bull market, and then eventually it does come crashing and burning down to an end. And I don't think this time will be different at all. All right? This is, in my mind, it's hot right now, and it won't stay this hot forever. It is a passing trend in my mind. I actually disagree with this article. Meme coins are culture, but at the same time, understand crypto market psychology in that there always needs to basically be somebody to buy after you, right? I had Crypto Dan on here, and he's a big advocate of this, and he teaches this a lot, basically saying, like, if you buy something now, who's going to be the people to buy it after you later on? And eventually it's going to get to a point where people just get over leveraged, over greedy, and it will come crashing down. So anyways, I do disagree with this headline saying that meme coins are not a passing trend. I think they are. And he said, meme coins, whether you're a fan or not, have become a cornerstone of the crypto economy in today's market. They're one of the most powerful narratives out there. That's right now. It will not last forever. So anyways, keep that in mind, and we'll get more into memes later on in the live stream. Now, some big news about Ethereum. The spot Ethereum ETFs will begin trading by July 2nd. That's in about 2 weeks' time. Now, remember what happened when the Bitcoin spot ETF started to trade? Market cooled off for around 2-3 weeks and then went parabolic. So this is the huge narrative for the summer now, the Ethereum spot ETF. We'll see if this is enough juice to get the market going. We'll see if there's enough interest by the world at large, by the market overall, to go ahead and, turn things around here. Because like I've been saying, it's pretty slow currently, and yeah, not much movement at all. Ethereum starting to try and reclaim its range, its local range, I should say. Its higher time frame range goes all the way down to $2,900. But overall, lowest I see for ETH is this demand zone, this green area. And the bottom of this zone is $3,000. Okay, so there is a possibility that we see price come down into this green demand zone, but it's limited downside. So overall, I'm still a macro bull. I still believe we're in a crypto bull run, but for now, I understand that this chart can take time to develop. This is a daily time frame chart. All right, a daily time frame chart takes days to weeks to go ahead and develop further. And if your edge, it'll take some time to see if your edge and your analysis actually does play out accurately. But the downside is limited on ETH, 15%, right? So if you're bearish with 15% downside, it doesn't make much sense because the upside is rather large for ETH. And same thing goes for BTC, right? Real quick, just some price predictions for Ethereum and how we would actually go about getting them. Same as always, guys, we want to use a Fibonacci extension. We can grab it from the previous all-time high in 2021, or the current all-time high, I should say, in the bear market low, June 2022. And we have our 0.618 at 7.3K for ETH. Okay, I think this is like the worst case scenario for this bull run. So what I'm basically saying here is there's 15% downside for like 100% upside for ETH. That's my analysis. And then the 1.618 is at 11.3K for Ethereum. So this is where I would be looking for this cycle for ETH, somewhere between 7.3K and 11.3K. Both Fib extensions utilizing the previous all-time high from the last cycle and the all-time low, or the low of the bear market in 2022. All right, so this is what I'm seeing for this cycle for Ethereum. Now, when it comes to BTC, let's go ahead and jump into this chart. When it comes to Bitcoin, it's stronger than ETH, holding up a little bit better, I would say, but this is just completely sideways range bound. All right, so if you're trying to like force things and trade on lower time frames, if you don't really have a strong edge and you're not a good scalper that's been doing it for a while, you're probably struggling in this market. It's not the time to go full crazy balls to the wall aggressive with your risk. BTC, like I've been saying, 60K strong support. I don't see much downside below it. That's around 9-10% for BTC down to $60,000, 9.87% to the bottom of the range. Now, if we start closing daily and weekly candles below this level, then yeah, that's going to signal a major problem. Red flags, alarm bells should be going off like crazy if Bitcoin starts closing daily, weekly candles below $60,797, 60 to 61K. But for now, completely sideways range bound, and there's really no reason to stress. There's no reason to panic. There's no reason to be euphoric. It's simply a lull in the market. And the only thing that will heal this lull is time, my friends. Time. Let's go ahead and check out what's happening in our live chat today and see if we have any interesting questions to go over. Mattiera Cake says, Connor, are you still bullish on Ator? And what's your price predictions by the end of the bull run? Yes, I'm still bullish on Ator. Ator as a DPIN project is one of the better ones on the market. It's already had a very good performance this cycle. If you just look at the weekly time frame, got listed on MEXC in April of 2023 at 6 cents. It's now trading at $1.63. So yeah, I do still think Ator can perform quite well this cycle, and I do still hold a position in Ator. Now let's just look at this chart. So it's at a pretty critical support. A lot of altcoins are in similar situations, higher time frame supports. Ator that goes down to $1.50. And as you see, my lines are pretty simple. They're right around the psychological round numbers. $1.21, I think of $1.25 immediately when I see that price. 94 cents, I think of $1 immediately when I see that price, right? So watch for those key psychological round numbers if you're looking to, pick up some Ator. One moment. Turn my phone on Do Not Disturb so we have no disturbances during this live stream. Now, price prediction by the end of the bull run. What's the current market cap? The current market cap of Ator is 120 million. I do think that Ator is a $1 billion plus project, most likely multiple billions. I can see rough estimate anywhere from like $25 to $40 right now. That's how I'm feeling. Subject to change. My thoughts and opinions can change in the future, but that's what I think right now. Shout out to Thomas saying, good morning, Connor. How are you, Thomas, my friend? Good to see you. We got Jasper. What's going on, Jasper? We got GSZW saying, hey, Connor, hope the move has gone well. It was pretty smooth. Still waiting on a few things to come in. I'm using a makeshift desk right now to do this. But once the standing desk comes in, we'll be fully up and running. But we got to make do with what we got. So we got Jasper asking about Aether and the Aether nodes. So my opinion on it, as of right now, it's not something that I'm rushing to get a position in. Fundamentals are strong. It would be nice if we can see the tokenomics directly on CoinGecko, but we can go to CryptoRank. I have looked it over. They're not the best. Yeah, it's not something I would rush into a position in. And the chart is quite new. So with a new chart like this, it's key to kind of have patience, I would say, because a lot of times what we'll see happen is I call it the new chart formation, where price will drop and it will sink and find a base. And this would be accumulation. We want to look for that accumulation if we are going to take an entry. And then from there, the ideal thing would be to see a recovery and then a breakout into price discovery. We've seen this playbook time and time again on almost every single new coin that has launched. Sometimes a new coin will launch, do this for a while, and then do this and never recover. Sometimes a new coin will launch, do this for a while, and then just pump and never go into that accumulation. But looking for that accumulation is key to buy value, to not buy something that's overpriced at the moment. You want to look for signs of accumulation. So that's my thoughts on Aether. And if I was interested in taking a position in it, that's what I would do personally. I would wait for that accumulation to form on the chart below a higher time frame support. You can call it a deviation, whatever you prefer for the vocabulary. But the most important thing is to recognize the pattern when it does play out. Shout out to Jazzy saying, what's up, Crypto Empire fam? Good catching the live stream early. My man Jazzy. Jasper says, new studio. Yes, sir. New location over here. Not complete yet, but it's all right. We got Kylo the dog saying, good morning. What's up, Kylo? Good to see you. And Matt Wilcox saying, sup, fam? Currently enjoying the M25 parking lot. Thank God for a live stream. Glad we can save the day over there, Matt. Raphael, Kylo saying, hit the like. Guys, smash the like button. And Tyler says, I want to buy more Tau now. And I was just sharing analysis on Tau the other day in the mastermind in the higher time frame outlook, and I think it would be good to go over it right now. So I think it's very handy to have a tool like the Spaceman BTC key level indicator. It's a free indicator on TradingView because it gives you some important price levels such as the yearly open, monthly open, and the Monday range. As you guys know, if you've been following, the Monday range is a very effective trading strategy. But anyways, our yearly open price, $267 approximately. And you can see the origin of this parabolic move was formed in this basing structure right near the yearly open. So if I wanted to buy more Tau, which I'm definitely not opposed to, and I may, Tau in the 200s is very appealing. I see that as very good value. Tau, BitTensor Tau in the $200 to $300 price levels. So anyways, the origin of the parabolic move originated from this drop base rally demand zone. You also have the yearly open right at the same level. So yeah, I would be waiting for around 270 down to 194, basically $200. If you did want to pick up more Tau, this is the higher time frame objective unbiased analysis. This is what the chart says. Down here, this is where the value lies for Tau. We got Peter saying Jasmy is breaking out of his downtrend. So yeah, Jasmy is It's one that the more I kind of look into it and think about it, the more bullish it becomes. And it's got a lot of strong partnerships. There was an Apple partnership recently. There's also a long-term thing with Sony. So Jasmy, fundamentally speaking, is honestly very, very strong. Now, let's look at the chart. So, yeah, we'll see if this uptrend does continue. I mean, this was a strong move. And with the market how it is now, if this is going to be an outlier and outperform, it's tough because it's definitely chasing up here, right? Buying in demand, buying value, like I like to say, like this is not it. But with that being said, I can see this coin hitting tens of billions in market cap this cycle. It is a strong play. I don't hold any, but again, the more I kind of see and read more up on it and learn more about it, it starts to click and make more sense. Anyways, it is looking good. It is looking good, Peter. Quarterly opening, like if you want to buy value, you have to wait. You have to be patient. You have to let the market come to you. And this is the origination of your move higher. This is the higher time frame demand zone I see. And it also, again, lines up with our quarterly open. And that's at around 2.3 to 1.9 cents. But yeah, Jasmy, nothing bad to say about the project. And that's my analysis on it. Firefight says, what happened 2 weeks ago? Every influencer said last chance before prices moon. The market's always right. Influencers can share their opinion, but the market always has the final say. Dean says thoughts on G Trump. So we can get right into these meme coins. And you want to start off with the political memes, we can definitely do that. So a recent Trump rally, Trump saying he will end Joe Biden's war on crypto and ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in America. This is very bullish for crypto overall. And look, obviously, Trump's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. He's campaigning to win the presidential election this year. Anyways, Chad move. I like what he's saying here. Now, let's take a look at the G Trump chart. Over here. So we know the narrative. We know the narrative is political finance, the election this year. And that is a very strong narrative that I think is going to pick up really hard at some point before the election going into it. Now, the G Trump price is currently, this is a 2-hour chart, mind you, but the G Trump price is currently coiling up in a bit of a symmetrical pennant on the 2-hour time frame. And if you guys noticed, I haven't changed my zones at all, right? This line down here, I said this was the higher time frame, kind of lower demand level, and price dropped into that, got bought up, and it's now just kind of oscillating between these two support and resistances. So it hasn't broken any higher time frame structure from a TA standpoint. It would have to have some candle closes below the bottom of this green box. So yeah, I see nothing wrong with this chart. It looks fine to me. Still holding up relatively well. And keep in mind, liquidity is 115K. That's razor thin. Meme coin liquidity is razor thin. They say that as well with the risks associated with meme coins in regards to Mike Novogratz and Galaxy Digital, right? Market manipulation and liquidity issues due to asset concentration poses a major threat. So yeah, I mean, you see that with stuff like Tate and all these celebrities and stuff. Large trades by these whales can cause intense price volatility and liquidity issues. So listen, it goes both ways. Some buys can come in, some sells can come in and really push the price like crazy. So yeah, I see nothing wrong with G Trump. I remain bullish with the narrative leading into the election. And that's my thoughts, Dean. We got All Day Dre saying smash the like. Guys, smash that like button. Appreciate your support. Jonathan says, patience, grasshoppers. ETH should pump on July through August and should trigger the altcoin run. Q4 and Q1 will be good unless Q4 is the pie top. So very good point there, Jonathan. Patience is definitely required right now in the market. And like I said in the intro to the stream, right? Typically the summer is a summertime lull. It's a slowdown overall. Everybody goes on vacation. It's even like the holiday vacation mood, right? People are just not in the mood to sit in front of their screens all day for 12 to 14 hours like they would in, say, the winter. You know, the summer, everybody's going to different places or even just enjoying the outdoors. So especially the big boys that control the markets and have all the money and liquidity and make things move. So yeah, I think patience is definitely required at this current moment in time in the market. But ETH has a lot of strong narratives. The election is a strong narrative. What Trump is saying is a strong narrative. So, I mean, a lot of things are giving the market hope and fuel. But seasonality could play out. We got a 199 super chat from Kylo the dog saying he inherited the dev for Brick. Big plans. Kylo, I'm not familiar with Brick. Base Rick, I imagine. Is it this one? So 32K market cap. This is a razor thin micro cap, nano cap coin. Definitely, and not recommending to buy or sell or trade this cryptocurrency. Yeah, like I just said, the liquidity on the other coin was 115K. This liquidity is 17K. This thing could be pushed up or pushed down with like $100 buy. So, Kylo, I wish you the best of luck, my friend. If that was the right B Rick, and I hope the journey goes well as the dev that you inherited that position for. Jonathan says, even if a quarter of ETF inflows go into ETH, it should pump to 5 to 6K. I agree with you. ETH has upside and limited downside from here. It's hard to be like bearish on ETH. Limited downside, like 15% max, I would say. Bullish on Parade says, yo, my dude, thanks for taking the time to stream. Have a look at Hoppy. I believe you're referring to Hoppy on ETH from the boys club, that frog that's not Pepe. This one. What is the contract end in? Because there's two here on ETH. This one was the original, created 11 months ago. I'm going to go with this one with the higher liquidity. $22 million. $22 million market cap. Let me check something. All right, never mind. Strong chart. This is exactly what you want if you're a meme coin trader. This is like the ideal scenario outlook. You want your charts to look like this. All I can say at this point is congratulations to all the Hoppy holders out there. Would I recommend chasing these parabolic green candles? No, I would not. It's a quick ticket to getting wrecked. Of course, it can work out and you can catch more upside, but looking at a chart like this, like the value was to be a buyer down here, the value was to be a buyer in here, and with price up here, you're essentially overpaying for the coin. And like I said, in some instances, it will keep on going up. But from a purely unbiased technical analysis standpoint, there's no point in chasing. But if you're a holder, you deserve the gains. That's the game. This is a picture perfect kind of meme coin chart. Long consolidation, breakout, long consolidation. Move to resistance, consolidate under resistance, go parabolic, retest the breakout, and then another strong up thrust. This is like the ideal meme coin looking chart. Silva Dallas says, be sure to hit that like button, everyone. It really helps the channel. Show some love for the top G. I appreciate you, Silvadala. My man. Thomas says, what do you think about Ocean Protocol's merge with Fetch and Singularity? I mean, there's a reason for everything. And in this case, the reason is most likely money. These AI coins, these are like the OG AI coins that are a bit outdated. There's better tech on the market. FET out of those is the best. But yeah, overall, I mean, like I always say, out with the old, in with the new. And what they're doing is making a new coin to pump this bull run, probably. That's what I see. That's what I think about it. Most likely a way to attract new retail to buy their new coin instead of the 3 old coins that basically have been used and abused, have gone through multiple cycles, pumped and dumped essentially. So yeah, that's what I think about that. Should I sell alts for BTC? Good question. It's actually a very good question. Probably the best one so far, the live stream. Should you sell alts for BTC? Well, this trend line historically is a very good time to sell alts for BTC, right? Because this typically, when the Bitcoin dominance level has touched this trend line in the previous cycle, that was the top for Bitcoin dominance, and then all the money started to flow into altcoins over the next, say, around 4 months, 5 months. The exact dates was, 5 months, 140 days. So is now a good time to get into alts with your Bitcoin? If we're going to use the same resistance as last cycle, then yeah, there's a pretty decent chance this will be the top for Bitcoin dominance, and then we'll see the money trickle back into alts. I mean, this cycle has been very kind of different in the sense that this long drawn out period, it's testing everybody's resolve, right? Even the OGs from 2017 that made it there, right? Like everybody's getting tested. They're losing patience. Everybody's losing patience. And it really does take a lot to believe in yourself and bet on yourself and hold strong all the way through this. A lot of people definitely have given up. But anyways, back to the question. Let's stay on topic. I can't tell you what to do. You need to make your own decision. All I can say is looking at this chart on the weekly time frame, historically speaking, this has been a very opportune time to sell Bitcoin for altcoins. Highest I see this going, if it does break this trend line to the upside, is the 60 to 63% level. This will, if this happens, I'll call this the top. It's the origin of the parabolic fall to the downside. All right, parabolic moves go both ways, up and down. And that started at 60 to 63%. So yeah, I think that looking at this chart, it is a good time. But again, you need to make that decision on your own, my man. That's your money on the line. Mooner, how much larger do you expect the post-halving rally to be compared to the pre-halving rally? Well, Mooner, in all previous cycles, the post-halving rally was that kind of parabolic blow-off top or crazy move into price discovery, right? If you look at the BLX, when did the halving happen? April, May? April it was in 2020. And the pre-halving move in that last cycle was in 2019, right? So yeah, if the cycle is going to rhyme like the previous ones, then the post-halving rally will be significantly stronger than the pre-halving rally. Although this pre-halving rally was definitely nothing to shy away from or dismiss. It was very strong. Let's see. Kylo says he got the dev spot for Brick yesterday, so that's why I did. We'll be going for new all-time highs, baby. Respect, Kylo. I mean, you work, man. I know you work hard, so I wish you the best of luck. And I think you're talking about this one, B. Rick, on base, but I'm not 100% sure. 32K. Yeah, it must be that one. Raphael says, quick question. No one has a crystal ball, but we are looking at a shorter bull market end of 2024, Q1 2025, or will it end in late 2025, respecting the 4-year cycle? Raphael, good question. You know, like you said, we don't have a crystal ball to say for sure. But my kind of stance is that We're going to have a shorter cycle, and I can see things kind of topping off around or shortly after the elections in November. So, yeah, Q4, Q1. I don't personally see it going late into 2025, but it's anybody's best guess. I'll just be looking at the higher time frame charts, and when things look ridiculous and overextended and my bags have pumped, it will be time to leave and get out. Peter says, should I buy the downtrend breakout for Jasmy? Peter, I'm going to stop you right there. Halt. Do you see what's wrong with your question? Should I buy the downtrend breakout for Jasmy? That's a decision that you need to make. I cannot tell you to buy or sell anything. This is a common phenomenon that I see nowadays. Nobody wants to assume responsibility. You want me to say, yeah, you should buy it, so that if you buy it and it goes down, you can say, he told me to buy it, and you don't have to face the reality that it was your decision. So I'm not going to answer that question, Peter. That is for you to answer yourself. And that goes for like all the questions. What should I do? Should I buy this? Look, you need to not be afraid to assume responsibility. Like, don't try and put the blame on anybody else out there when your money's on the line. Big problem in crypto nowadays. Thank you for your advice. You're welcome, Jasper. Let's see. I think this is a good entry for Domi. Dropped to 16 million to 6 million market cap. Is Domi like fully playable? What the heck is going on with this coin in this game? Open alpha progress. All right, open alpha looks to be getting updated. Should hop in this game. Should hop in this game and check it out. Check out the open alpha. But anyways, market cap 6.3 million, trading at 1.8 cents. Now, you can't say that with all gaming coins, they're all getting just completely destroyed. Like really destroyed. Where's Domi on this list? So on your daily, now I think it's a good entry. I mean, look, it's the best entry you've had it's the best entry you've had since November. Right now. The last time Domi was at this price was the 14th of November. So yeah, I mean, that was like 8 months ago. So the market is giving you prices that have not been seen in 8 months. All these gaming coins have been seriously underperforming. It's been really brutal for all gaming coins in general. Can't single anyone out. The market has zero interest in gaming coins at the moment. And as we know, crypto is a fickle market, and that opinion can change and the market can take an interest quickly. But yeah, for now, the market does not care in the slightest about gaming coins. Now, objective higher time frame analysis. There's a line here at 0.0094 cents for a reason. I put it on my chart months and months ago, and I know I put lines on charts for a reason. So current price is not bad, but if you want like optimal value, you're going to want around basically 1 penny. Completely objective, unbiased analysis. DeFi trend says, hi, Connor. What are your thoughts on OPSEC? So this is the coin that basically I never had a lot of conviction in, which is why I never really bought it. At 50 cents, There is definitely something happening over here at this 50-cent level. I mean, the chart looks like... Chart doesn't look great here. My thoughts are I'm not interested in this project, but if I was interested, I would be waiting for the key psychological numbers like 50 cents, and then I see 25 cents as well. I just isolated it, and then 25 cents was the actual origin of the move, so it could drop another 50% from here. Could happen, especially with something like this that was just like kind of a overnight success. Too much froth in the market with AI coins. It's already down 83% from the all-time high. 50 million market cap. I mean, it would take a while to play out, but this thing could drop to another 50%, objectively speaking. Matt says, CCC Boda Dig, dead or bottoming out? So with memes, I've seen memes make insane comebacks. Now, CCC is at 1.1 million. Hard to call the bottom on something like this. I've tried to call bottom over here. Was unsuccessful. So I'm not sure if it's bottomed. I don't think it's dead. I mean, Dev has been active on X, which is a good sign to see. It looks like that guy took a break or something, which is ridiculous. Hasn't necessarily been the best kind of managed or performing coin. So remain optimistic, but we'll see how it goes. And then Boda, community is still strong with Boda, but price has been taking a hit. 850K market cap. Let's drop this down. And if we're going to go off TA, 500K would be the strong support from here. But with 132K in liquidity, it doesn't take much in buy pressure to see this thing start to make a recovery. We'll see. Boda community is still strong. They are still going, still active. I can see on X, which is always a good sign. And then Dig. So let's see. This is back to its bottom range. Market has not taken an interest in this. This has been the bottom for the past 1, 2, 3, 4. Prices bounced a lot from this level in the past. So you'd hope to see a big bounce from here and another attack of the range high. This is the bottom range. If there's going to be a bottom, it would be the bottom range. We'll see how those go. Benji says GMT and SNX. Is GMT the Steppen coin? I believe this is the Steppen coin. Yeah, it is. Steppen. Let me see. I did make a video on Steppen, I believe. Yeah, the truth about Steppen, GST, and GMT. 2 years ago, this video was made on Steppen. 2 years ago, and I basically said it was a Ponzi that was going to crash, and that's exactly what happened. All the people that were making money, like walking with the shoes, were upset at me. But all I did was tell you the truth, like the objective reality that it was an unsustainable Ponzi. But anyways, it's still alive at a $400 million market cap. So this is coming into its bear market low. This is coming into its bear market low. I could see lower prices here, slightly lower prices, 17 to 13 cents on this. And then SNX is a DeFi coin. On the weekly, another one coming into its bear market lows. Man, these altcoins overall, like they are just not looking good. Wow. Yeah, this is in a weekly demand. This is in a weekly value level. So, man, crazy prices on these altcoins. Weekly bear market low demand levels. You want to see this be the bottom. You want to see a bounce from here. Or something's very wrong. Let's see. Why Lawrence says, I am so bullish on ALPH. Can I buy now? And that's another kind of question where it's like, you expect me to answer that? Can I buy now? You can do whatever you want. You can, I don't care what you do. Of course you can. Are you asking me permission if you can buy? It's your money. Do whatever the heck you want, man. Like, I don't understand that question. It doesn't make sense to me. Now, if we're going to look at the chart of ALPH, I know a lot of people got really excited when it bounced from 150 back up to 220. Everybody's like, yeah, ALPH, all these other coins suck. This is the best, but it's right back down now to like the market. Crypto is the biggest roller coaster of emotions you'll ever see. That's why I actually really enjoyed this past week. This past week, I didn't have a studio. I didn't have a desk to go sit down for 4 hours, right, straight, just looking at charts, looking at the market, looking into things, right? It's good to take some time off, actually. It's good to take some time off and not be, you can't force your hand in the market. Anyways, thoughts on ALPH is coming back into your level. You got your yearly open at $1. I know a lot of people would get crushed if this happened, but it's possible. It's very possible this can retest the yearly open. 150 is holding, but the thing is that I see this higher time frame sweep. Right, price cannot break out above this resistance at 210. It put in a tweezer top, and now it's rejected back down, coming into demand. Objectively speaking, where was the origin of this parabolic move on ALPH? Where was the origin of the move? Well, it was right here at the yearly open at $1. $1 is a psychological round number. So now, the fact that we have this rejection on the daily and this tweezer top, 150 could hold, but I'm seeing 105 down to 88 as the value zone. And some people might be asking, why is this the origin of the move and not this? Look at the market structure. Pump, pull back, pump, pull back. Slow grind, sideways for like a week or two. Notice how the market structure changed. Instead of a pump, retrace, slow grind, it just went straight up. That's what we call the origin of the parabolic move, and that's what we use for our higher time frame demand zones. They don't teach you this in school, kids. You got to learn it from different places, but it's honestly one of the best ways. In my opinion, it's the best way to look at the market and find the juicy spots where liquidity lies on the charts. Caspa. Let's change up our watch list and get this chart. Caspa, 15 cents and below, 15 to 13 cents. I think could be the best you get. Caspa completely marches to its own beat, right? It follows the power law. It's one of the only two cryptos to follow the power law. So yeah, Caspa marches to its own beat. At this point, this little parabolic pump originated from the quarterly open, which is at 14 cents. So yeah, anything below 14.8 looks like good value to me on Caspa. Caspa to like $1. Again, I would really like to see $2 for Caspa. It's definitely not a meme at all. It's one of the strongest picks for this cycle, Caspa. So I've been pushing Kaz for a long time now on the channel from below 5 cents, and I'll continue to push Caspa because I do have high conviction in the coin, and it's one of my biggest positions personally. All right, lads. What else is going on over here? Thomas, what do you think about Badge? Never heard of it, Thomas. B-Dag. Never heard of that. Let's see. Jonathan, Maga on base is looking good. Now at 5 million. First Trump coin in base. Does that make America based again? Trump hat. 133K. Bro, I need a ticker or something. I don't know. You know how many Magas there are? It's impossible to find anything. Jonathan, best of luck with that. OPSEC chart holder, nah. Look, you should have been asking that question way a long time ago, man. All right, this thing's down. And again, hold or nah, that's up to you to make, brother. That's your decision. It's down 84% from the all-time high, 83%. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell you to hold it or not hold it. You're the one who bought it. I was never interested in this coin, never bought this coin. I don't know how to answer that question. Would I hold it? I mean, I probably wouldn't, but that's me. You can make your own decision. Let's see. Paula says, nice to learn something while I cook. Thanks for being live. Any thoughts on ZK Sync? Well, the airdrop finally going on. I don't believe. No, the token's not trading yet. Thoughts on ZK Sync? Another Ethereum layer 2. If it's gonna follow like the optimism thing with optimism OP is that all these other networks use OP. They just white labeled it, right? Base is optimism. Blast is optimism. They're just white labeled optimism blockchains. And that's why OP has been like the best kind of performing layer 2 compared to these other ones. But anyways, thoughts on ZK Sync? Look, if they can get some white labels by some like big blockchain companies like Coinbase, equivalents of those for their own networks, that would be really good. But otherwise, it's just a VC huge money making scheme that gives you an airdrop, feeds you some breadcrumbs to make you happy, shut you up. But yeah, overall, it's definitely like a VC kind of insider game where they'll make millions and millions and millions and millions, and we'll get the airdrop, make some breadcrumbs, but it's not something I would like have crazy conviction in for this cycle. Maga hat holding like a champ. $103 million. That is very strong. Even though it's down, what is that, 70%? 65%. Yeah. I don't own this coin, but this looks like a strong support level that you want to see hold. What do you think about Web3 War? I've never heard of that, Mario. No idea what Web3 War is. Can you look at Spell Token? Spell Token. Well, this thing's not looking so hot. After a good start to the cycle, February saw a huge breakout. What is the measurement of this pump? All right, a little 219% move. That's a 3x, 219% delta. Back to where it started basically, and your yearly open is down here, the origin of the move. This is the value area below current support, 0.00065. Terry, how is base farming going on Farmbase Pro? Any updates on the base airdrop? So, in regards to Farmbase Pro, how's it going? I mean, it's still working great. Can't complain about it. I'm not logged into my wallet to show you my dashboard right now. But yeah, look, it's farming, it's doing transactions on base, so it's working perfectly fine. Any updates on the base airdrop? I know Crypto Dan, the guy who made Farmbase Pro, and his dev team, I know he said that the chance for a base airdrop happening is less now that the ETH ETF got approved. I don't know his reasoning. I don't know why he said there's a lower probability that it can happen. But that's just the latest kind of developments. And I'm just going off of the playbook. You know, you guys have seen my channel here. You know, I've made some very in-depth airdrop farming guides over the past few years. Right? Arbitrum, I was covering the Arbitrum airdrop from the Odyssey event, right? Which was like the first notion of it. So yeah, I mean, I'm going off of the playbook like all these other airdrops: Arbitrum, Starknet, ZK Sync. 3 examples of Ethereum layer 2s that all said they would not do an airdrop, that all did do an airdrop. Okay, and I was early making video guides to all of them. So I'm going to keep on sticking to my guns. I'm going to keep on sticking to my guns personally, and I'm going to say that base will do an airdrop. I've been right about all the other Ethereum layer 2s because they all say the same exact thing. They all say that they're not going to do the airdrop, and then they do the airdrop. Base, same thing. They're saying they're not going to do an airdrop. Look, I'm a betting man. I'm betting that they will. I could easily be the loser of that bet. I'm okay with that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the base airdrop. Despite there's some a lower probability chance of it happening now, apparently. I don't know. I think it will, but that's just because I have a long streak of being correct on these Ethereum layer 2 airdrops so far over the past few years. What Trump wins? I have no idea what that question. What Trump wins? That's not English. It's not proper English, I should say. I'm not sure what you're asking. Peter says, I deleted that because I knew that was a bad question after I posted it. Sorry. All good, Peter. I'm glad you owned up to your mistakes. There's a book. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. One section of the book, one chapter is fully dedicated to how when people own up to their mistakes, it makes people like them. Right? Because the worst thing is when somebody makes mistakes and tries to play it off like it never happened or they were right all along. Nobody likes that kind of person. So, Peter, I respect you, brother. Much respect, my friend. Raphael says mercy. I think that's French. I don't understand that, but you're welcome. Any thoughts on SK Sync? Probably referring to ZK Sync. We just went over that. So this guy says, I was just going to blame you for everything anyway, even though you gave me no advice. Connor said to dump it off our XRP, bro. In quotations, that's what she said. But yeah, yeah, man, that's some good sarcasm. Sana, what do you think about CCC QCAT candle? The dev said yesterday there's news today, and there's a big news when we hit 50 mil market cap. So, I mean, I'm glad to see the developer posting, the dev posting that. I would like to see some news, right? What is that news he was talking about? So, I mean, hopefully there's something. But yeah, I would like to see some follow through with that one. Can I check Gary Network? $9 mil on Solana. So this is a micro cap coin. That's been listed on KuCoin since 2022. Okay. I have no idea what it does, but looking at the chart, I like the way it's kind of setting up here in regards to this big. Let's do this. In regards to all this kind of resistance. So what I'm seeing, just kind of pattern recognition kicking in, is this inverse head and shoulders and this trend line area as the resistance that must be flipped if we're going to see a breakout on that. But yeah, I mean, if this is the right shoulder of an inverse head and shoulders, then it's probably going to be a good one. But I have no idea what the coin does, if it's even worth buying fundamentally. But the chart, this is what I see. Let me see. There's so many questions here. I think my book just fell over. Let's see. MTN Vortex. Caspa blasting its way to number 3. Pushing utility aside. I would love to see Caspa go to number 3 in market cap. I would love to see that. I think it's possible. He says Caspa is the perfect chart of all. Best meme coin in the ETH ecosystem is Caspa for sure. I don't know what that means. Anyways, let's talk about some current events real quick. So some big things happening globally. The US dollar is crashing and burning. It's got a limited time on it. Not too much longer. Right now, BRICS basically said they're no longer going to use it to trade the petrodollar. So yeah, the East is making a hard comeback right now. It's going to be interesting how this plays out, but I think it's really bullish for Bitcoin. Look, Bitcoin is the safe haven for this fiat mess, this fiat scam. So yeah, I mean, all this stuff, petrodollar collapsing, the US losing dominance. I mean, they still got the strongest military. It's still the superpower of the world. But there are opposing forces. And remember, I might butcher this quote, but for an object to stop, it needs to have an equal and opposite force. So the US dollar, the US, it's strong. In order for it to stop being strong, it needs to be opposed by an equal or stronger force. That's what I meant. Can the East catch up and be that stronger force? It's possible. It's possible. The world's going to completely change over the next decade, going into 2030 and beyond, with AI and everything. I mean, we're living in a crazy time overall. But yeah, this just makes me more bullish on crypto with, weakness in the dollar. People are going to run to gold. Like if you're Warren Buffett and you're old, you'll go into gold. And anybody that can see what's happening and understands that AI is the future. Trump recently said as well that he thinks Bitcoin can help win the AI arms race, basically confirming my conspiracy theory that I shared with you guys months ago, that Bitcoin's an AI kind of product and Bitcoin's kind of all that energy, that mining energy that nobody knows where it goes. Yes, probably has something to do with artificial intelligence. And also Satoshi could very well be a computer. So yeah, I mean, really interesting stuff here, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out in my lifetime. And also, Michael Saylor's buying more Bitcoin. So that's what the bulls are doing, right? We got the bulls, we got Trump, we got Saylor, we got the dollar collapsing. So I mean, overall, like, if you can just wait, if you can be patient, if you can be an investor, like, crypto just makes the most sense out of any asset class in existence, especially with the fact that Bitcoin could very well be like a huge kind of AI product in the future. So yeah, it's important to think big and not get too caught up in the short-term noise that's happening in these charts, because it's slow and boring. And if you're just staring at this, you lose sight of the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is just so bullish that you guys can't even fathom it. You guys don't understand what's going to come, what is coming. So keep that in mind if you're getting too caught up in this chop zone that I have labeled here on the charts and this altcoin massacre. I'm just looking at some of these prices. I mean, even AGI, right? This was the best performing SEX altcoin, centralized exchange, CEX, not SEX, CEX. Best performing one, it's down 68%. I mean, everything, no matter if you're an AI coin, if you're a gaming coin, if you're a layer one besides Caspa, you're just getting smacked right now in the market. Also, BNB is an exception. BNB is a chat coin. Shout out to CZ doing his time right now. This is a good question by D Boga. He says, what are the top three things you look for in a good meme? Number one would be narrative, right? Is this something that can actually catch on? Is this something that the market is interested in? Has something, similar proven to be successful? Like, what is the narrative behind the coin? That's very important. That's number one. And I mean, that goes right in line with attention, right? Narrative attention. Can it get attention? Are people interested in this? Does the market like it? And then community as well is right up there with the narrative. All these meme coins, the reason they go up is because the people holding them believe that they will go much higher, and they work for their bags. So yeah, narrative, community, and number three, attention. I mean, we can call that number three, but those are the two main things really. And meme coins, I mean, tokenomics, of course, are important, but it's a meme coin. Michael Scruggs says, good day to you, sir. Where do you store your SMH? Fox wallet. It would go in Fox wallet. Get in their wallet to download. Yeah, so Fox wallet. It's this one. That one. And let's see. Any thoughts on Core DAO as a Bitcoin kind of scaling solution? So similar to, I think it was the Ator chart I pulled up at the beginning of the stream, right? There's so many altcoin charts that are at these higher time frame levels. And look, crypto goes up a lot further than most people believe, but the pendulum swings both ways, lads. It goes up further than you can fathom, and it also goes down further than you can fathom. You want to see this level hold. You really do want to see it hold, but listen, it can smack you in the face and come down here below $1 again. So if you buy now, I wouldn't lump sum go all in on one buy. I would spread out your buys over maybe like the summer, June, July, August. Usually, if you look at 2020, let's look at Ethereum weekly. Let's see that DeFi summer in 2020. Remember this, lads? So June, ETH's at $230. Imagine that. Ethereum 10x lower, well over 10x lower at $230. Late July, it pumps up to 500, 480, pulls back to 300. And then where did it go from there? Right? This was the DeFi summer. The real kind of breakout happened in October and November, but it all started in July in the summer. Where did it go? It went to $4,800. I forget where I was going with this, but overall, Core, yeah, I mean, it could go lower, but strong coin, good fundamentals. I will not say anything bad about Core. I think Core is actually a very bullish project and has a lot going for it. I think Core is a good pick, actually, I think most people probably overlook something like this at a 1.5 billion market cap, but it can go into the tens of billions. It's possible. And Silva Dallas says, let's go hit that like. Hit that like, everyone. Smash it. But listen, lads, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream right now. I hope you enjoyed this one. We needed to go live today. It's been a week with, no content on the Crypto Empire channel because I've been moving around and not in a place where I can basically record my videos that the way I want to do them. So we had to go live today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash that like button if you did. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of me. So get ready. We got a lot to look forward to here. If we do have a slow summer, listen, I hope we don't, but if we do, we just got to sit through it, make the most of the summer and enjoy it. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go, guys. This is Connor from Crypto Empire signing out. I'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Little market analysis. A lot of questions were answered today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.